Probably.
Hello, everyone. Welcome on in and happy Monday. I hope everyone has had a okay day or will have a great day, depending on your time zone. As you can see, we are back with some more Rails of Mourning, our Pulp Noir Eberron campaign. Yeah. The music at the start is by Aaron Kenny. It's called The Black Cat, and you can find it over at the YouTube library of royalty-free music. Music and sound effects will be by Sirenscape. If I can get the bloody thing to work this time. The maps, starting soon screen, overlay, and character information was made by me in Incarnate. Our beautiful character art was made by Nathan. There we go. Psycole. Click on the draw.
Yeah.
And I lost material. Speaking of YouTube, if you want to catch up with this campaign or any other campaign or one shots that we do have a YouTube channel. Or if you want to just check out some sort of family-friendly Minecraft stuff, I have a second channel that you can also go check out. It's a lot more family-friendly than this thing, I can assure you. Which is not a very high bar to clear. Hi, Spirit! For once it wasn't Psycole.
I was being nice.
Oh.
I'll get you later.
Thank you.
Nice.
That's
the word you choose.
I had forgotten.
We also have a Discord channel if you want to come hop in talk about the stuff here or anything else. We have memes, we have pets, we have all kinds of shenanigans. And last but not least, if you want to know what you can do to help or hinder the party, type in !perks in the chat. One of those perks is currently wreaking havoc over in Theros that will hopefully get a solution to on Thursday. It's not looking great for the party over there. Seems they might need your help. But
so what you're saying is that I will now unleash yet another wandering boss on them.
I mean, you might want to wait and see if they live.
No, I'm just saying simultaneity is a thing.
Yeah, but what's the fun with unleashing a boss on someone if they're already dead?
Corpse munching!
Now that's what the Hydra will be doing.
Yeah, you can send them on a journey across down, like, in Tartarus. A side mission.
No, Spirit. The secret menu item has been pre-chosen for each session, so it will be a little bit of a surprise for everyone except me who has picked it. But let's go around the table and introduce our characters. What the hell? What are you?
It's not.
All right. Because I turned that off. Twitch is being mean to me today. All right. Thank you. I don't know why. I think it's OBS being a dumb.
Obs.
Yeah. I set the correct thing. I clicked done, and it said it was updated. It wasn't. I had turned.
I love the fact that OBS, Open Broadcasting System, is also a store brand, or used to be a store brand over here.
Yeah, it's cooked now. Anywho, let's go around the table and introduce ourselves and our characters, and let's start with Andy.
Yes, excellent. I am Andy, and today I will be portraying this slightly deranged illusionist wizard, Karen. And yes, in 1898, Monsieur Morgan Robertson published a novella called Futility, and it's a fictional American ocean liner named Titan that happens to sink in the North Atlantic Ocean after striking an iceberg. some striking similarities to the real-life passenger ship RMS Titanic and its sinking 14 years later. It was published before even the idea of making the ship Titanic was even, a thing. So that's my fact for today.
That's slightly spooky.
Didn't know that one.
Unfortunately, we do not have our beloved Blood Hunter today. She might join later. There's some stuff happening.
Why? So if that allows me to further elaborate, it
Yes.
both sank from an iceberg. Both had too few lifeboats, and both were deemed to be the longest ship at the time. And the general unsinkability story was a thing. And then sank in the book, and 14 years later sank in real life. I like those things. It's amazing.
Never
No.
say point is indestructible or unsinkable, because you will have egg on your face.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Terris.
Hello, I am Sir Terris, your friendly neighborhood ferret. Today I am playing Eberron Weaver, the albino drow bard. And did you know that only 3 of the funnels on the Titanic were functional? A 4th was added primarily for aesthetic reasons, making the ship look more powerful. Oh shit, there's a dog there. Don't mind me.
Said the spotter, said the captain of the Titanic, except instead of dog, it was iceberg.
Yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of, hi.
Oh, hi, I'm Psycole. I am playing Rimistel Dawn, the newly christened Werepanther, Kalashtar, Barbarian fighter.
You're the meow at the party.
I am now the Meow. I am now going to the next opportunity. I'm going to take the telekinetic feat just purely so I can start randomly dropping items off of shelves.
Ha! That'll be funny.
Ice shelves, block shelves, grandma's shelves.
Yes.
And Nathan.
Hello, I am Nathan. I play Romulus Daldorn, the Kalashtar Hexblade Warlock, Blood Hunter, and Bark of the party. Number 2, I was quickly panic googling Titanic fact, but I can't find any good ones. So I am going to say the original fact I was going to say was that back in August of this year, a sighting of a bright orange shark was discovered off the coast of Costa Rica. The only one ever seen, and it had a condition causing its pigment to be very different, xanathism or whatever it is, and it is literally like a shiny Pokemon.
Exanthic?
That's probably exanthism.
Xanthic.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
the one.
Xanthic. Yeah, very common in reptiles, not so common in snakes. In sharks, rather.
Yeah, they say the unusual color is caused by insert condition here, a condition which researchers say is extremely rare in fishes like sharks. I'll put that in the chat if anyone fancies having a look. It's quite interesting.
Nice.
Oh,
All
my
right.
God.
And I am Ardana, or Joe, or Oi, you there. I am the GM and channel runner around these parts. And did you know that only one of the 3 sister ships created at the same time actually survived to be gently decommissioned in a ship graveyard? The Olympic.
Britannic got sunk in.
Yeah.
Got sunk in that.
Britannica, I believe.
Yeah,
Do you also
Britannic
know
got
there's
torpedoed, Titanic met an iceberg, but Olympic was just gently retired.
For a change, I apparently choose a subject that other people can Google without going, "What the shit?"
I remember another fact about the Titanic. Did you know there was a lady who was a maid, I believe, who was on one of the 3 boats,
Mm-hmm.
which sank due to a torpedo. Then she went on the Titanic, that sank. And I think she was on the 3rd sinking. I can't remember. Not 100% sure on it, but she is known as the luckiest unlucky person in the world.
Yeah. After the first time, I would have been like, I'm not going on a boat. Nope. I also
That's
have.
generally what happens when you're in a plane crash.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Especially
mean.
because you die.
Yeah.
Very few people survive a plane crash.
Yes.
True.
There's one lady who was in the plane kite exploded in the air, or actually it decompressurized and her seat flew out of the plane while she was still strapped in, and she survived there like a 10,000-foot fall, only because she fell into a ant's nest, and the adrenaline from being stung by the ants kept her alive.
Yeah, I've heard stories of people just deciding to slide down pine trees that broke their fall instead of the ground, and they survived that way. But yeah, another fun boat fact is the Titanic is not disturbed because it's so cold. It's disturbed because it's so far down. The ships that go down in Lake Superior, on the other hand, are left there. Because it's so cold, you cannot breathe. Even with breathing apparatuses. Divers do not go down there.
In a slightly
That's exactly what you do, and that's exactly what happens.
Yes.
In a slightly morbid note, if you're ever offered lots of ice cream on a cruise ship, it probably means someone's died and the morgue is overflowing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
One of the cruise ships I used to work with did not have a morgue, and it regularly arrived in the Caribbean with fewer passengers than what it started with, and so there was often an ice cream night on board in the middle of the Atlantic.
What context? Why? Please.
Freezer space.
They put
Freezer
the
space.
bodies in the freezer.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Okay. So it's not a celebration of someone's death. Okay, gotcha.
No.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's a
Okay.
celebration for the rest of the passengers. Maybe not the family on board.
I mean,
Well,
who
Kenneth
knew that
died.
being the mortuary assistant was being a chef at this case?
Let's chop up this bugger.
Uh,
Soup is on this.
all right.
Soup is on the menu tonight, boys.
That's a Magnus Archives episode.
Ooh.
To be
All right.
fair, I've been on enough cruise ships that sometimes you should really worry about what the secret menu item is.
Yeah. I'm not going on cruise ships for 2 reasons.
Wait.
I get seasick, and also I would rather just roll around in a kindergarten.
You might actually not be too bad on a cruise ship.
You don't really
yeah.
feel it.
They are quite stable. That being said, if you see a cockroach, do not eat the bread.
Yeah, no.
Understood.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, cruise ships are fine, but I was on a whale watching cruise once with massive swells while trying to film the world's only albino humpback whale, Migaloo. And yeah, even the crew were vomiting.
I've been on a ferry between Sweden and Germany when they closed the tax-free. Cause yeah, I was sitting mid-ship, like on the floor, headphones in, trying to disrupt my balance.
The problem with ferries is, generally speaking, they travel in a straight line.
Yeah.
And they don't go with they are trying to get from A to B as quickly as possible, which means they're often crossing any current or waves and stuff like that. So the journey is always much rougher on one of those than a cruise ship, who will be all about fuel efficiency. So they will take a longer route nautically to get there as cheaply as possible.
Oh yeah, definitely. Same reason why you'd never fly across the equator, because it's longer. Anywho, anyone want to give us a recap of what happened last time before we get stuck talking about traveling?
Not it.
Yeah, 2 seconds. I just need to open that. Right. We got back to the tavern to rest. We did a quick repair job on the back windows that had got broken whilst we weren't there last night, and we have been offered food and baths and showers, and we basically partake in all of that. Romulus accidentally informed Derek that we have not sorted out the train, but we have, so he's going to correct that today. Mael speaks to Craren about sending some magic papers to Akites to get some information from him, or at least to try and find out where he's gone. And then they start questioning Remus about whether or not he has any concerns about being beaten by Yaffe. I think both Craren and Romulus attempt to basically sit there and say, "We are concerned about you," and Remus was very much like, "And I don't care." This is the general gist of that conversation. Mael and Romulus make plans to supervise Remus during his first transformation. And effectively, and they're worried about my previous anger management issues, which I have no idea what they're talking about whatsoever. I can only bream Psychic Frame when I'm raging, not the rest of the time. And I can only rage 3 times a day, so not a problem whatsoever. I wish I could do it in
What are
real
you
life.
doing right now?
Mael eventually wakes up to a note from the daughters of Sorakael, giving her information about a friend, tiefling called Yax, and the need to travel to Xandra for information in relation to lifting his curse. Mael still hasn't cleaned herself, so Oren decides to prestidigitate her clean. Everyone attempts to convince Remus to secure himself for the first transformation, but I am being very obstinate about it and decide to go with the flow. Mael starts drinking as a result, and she is 3 pints
Oren
deep.
specifically did not try to convince you.
Okay. Mael is 3 pints deep before we decide to leave. At which point Remus basically sets the tone and decides that we're going to go to the Farask Enclave to try to offload some of the dogs. And Craren decides to go trinket shopping, where he haggles upwards from the £15 at 15 gold as advertised to 17 gold because he is such a generous person. We talk
He
to
really is.
we talk to Jonas, the guard captain, and he agrees to accept the dogs, Pacey, Leo, Roscoe, Lyra, last Biggie, Braid, and Goblin, whilst we're going to keep Sasha and Neil. We drop our dogs back at the tavern before we head to the party. Craren and Oren decide to perch up on the roof that they were on beforehand. And Mael goes off to have a chat with Yaffe about her feeling as if she is expendable. Yaffe attempts to reassure her that although she might be expendable, she is still valuable. They question the daughter's leadership. Yaffe basically confirms that he is there for the people of Droam, not necessarily for the daughters. And if Mael ever thought she would position herself against the daughters to attempt to, providing that she was doing so in pursuance of a better goal for the people, then he would probably support her. And then Mael attempts to complain to Yaffe about the fact he bit Remus, and that she feels that Yaffe has dumped the problem of a newly changed werepanther onto her to deal with as we are about to leave Droam in the first place. He rightly points out that wolves tend to care about the pack, whereas cats prefer to be alone. And so, yes, that is what's going on. They also talk about Mael's path and her challenges ahead, and that she needs to learn patience to master her skills. Oren decides to start tormenting the goblins and the were-tigers with dancing lights as magic laser pointers, like he does. And then the moon rises, and everyone goes through their first transformation, just as Yaffe decides to disappear. Mayo also has to help Remus out of his armor because he hasn't yet had it adjusted. Mael asks Oren to cast Zip It on Remus to prevent him from biting someone, but after a brief mental exchange between the two, he agrees not to do it and fakes an unsuccessful casting. Whilst we've been talking about having a fight, the Minotaur overhears, and Remus and the Minotaur decide they're gonna have a fight. Oren thinks this is going to be highly unfair, given that I am partially transformed, and decides to turn it into polymorph it into an Ankylosaurus. Remus doesn't particularly want to fight it, given that it seems quite placid, but he is slightly annoyed that Oren and Crowren are ruining his fun, and therefore decides that he's going to toss the Ankylosaurus at the building that Oren and Crowren are currently perched on. There is then a series of fighting with the Ankylosaurus before the Ankylosaurus gets turned back into a Minotaur and is DTT'd is effectively face planted into the chicken coop by Remus as part of the fight. That was, I believe, where we finished.
Yes, it was. You can have a point of inspiration for that recap. If you already have it, you can bounce it to someone else.
No, I'm fairly certain I needed it to toss the Ankylosaurus rather than control the Were-Panther change.
Yes.
Which is what everyone was expecting me to use it for.
And you succeeded on that transformation by a hair, by the way.
Yeah. It's fine.
I mean, you needed a 15 and you rolled a 15. So, I mean, yeah, you're fine. Everything's fine. All right. If we are all as comfortable as we are going to get, let's get started.
Yay.
The morning light gently slips through the slats of the barn wall. The hay crinkles as you move, Crowren, and there's a soft rustling sound from somewhere to your left. On the low wall sits a small paper bird, patiently waiting to be read. As soon as it notices you, the paper unfolds and floats into your hands. Fine text lines the page in neat rows, as if whoever wrote this is a trained scribe. Your recommendations have been regarded and implemented where possible. The continued work on the Tharask Railway is a boon for us. We hope we continue to have your support in making this project a reality. A word of warning. A former detective, codenamed Bastion, has been making inquiries into your identity. Nothing has been found as there's nothing to find, but remain vigilant. As long as we are remembered, we remain. And then a second paper falls out from the bird, like the paper of the bird, wearing a seal of the school you are attending, Crowren. What would you like to do?
Crowren will firstly bring out a piece of paper and pen a reply, because information is of the essence, and that's why he's here.
Mm-hmm.
In reply, I understand your concerns. If the inquiries does not cease, triage the usual employer, family, connections. I need not mention that you need to execute caution when gathering information. If the need to use the information to ensure the success of the goals, via Victus, and sense of that paper bird and the other seal.
Yes.
Regarding what language class?
You look at it and you realize it's from a more specialized source. I do believe we were talking about... Which ones were we talking about? Was it the Undercommon one we discussed?
Yes.
Yes. This one is from Sharn and your teacher in Undercommon.
Excellent.
And for those of you who were not here last time, the party leveled up a while back. Well, last session.
And Kraren's feat is linguist, which means that he learns languages, and we are in a early end of industrial era, so I figured that it wouldn't necessarily be out of the question to be had to, postal services being what they are, functional, so on and such forth. It wouldn't necessarily be out of the question to have correspondence language classes type thing, which would explain why he's learning languages.
That's cool. Don't forget, Romulus has eyes of the Runekeeper, so he can read any written language.
But that's the thing. Linguist writes code, not language difference. So it doesn't matter what you read. It's unreadable to you anyway.
And Eyes of the Runekeeper also doesn't let you speak the language.
So you can read new gibberish in different languages. Congratulations.
Unless there's like the tongue of the Runekeeper or something.
Yeah. Ow.
That, just in general, that would be very cool if you could hear someone speak and then speak their language.
Yes.
Yes.
Also, no privacy whatsoever.
Oh yeah.
But it's so much fun when people are talking smack about you in a language they think you don't speak, and then you answer them in their language.
Yes.
I might have done that some few times.
I'm going to assume that it's a general language lesson that Craren doesn't necessarily, that I, as a player, don't need to have Craren.
No, it's no.
Under common grammar on or whatever.
Yeah, no. It's a general thing. We don't need to act that one out. It's just, yes, you got the next lesson.
Magical paper version of Duolingo.
Yes, basically. With 100% less AI.
Please tell me the little birdie was a little green owl.
It is now.
I love that. Meanwhile, a hand shoots out of the hay pile that Craren has been meditating in and sort of wiggles around, finds him and pats him on the shoulder just too early to be moving about. Snore.
Yes, plug, or whatever the text version of that noise is.
Well,
Stop
for you.
scrabbling.
I'm
All
going
of
to
you-
assume that Craren just continues to as you do when you're learning languages, you need to verbalize it some, and he will just trying to remain pseudo quiet but still, casually speaking under common, because you need to practice your language, and I'm going to assume that this will not only annoy but also mildly upset and bemuse and all of those things Oren in his attempt to remain comfy.
Yeah, after a few moments realizing he is getting no peace, I think Oren just sort of sits up, props a head on Craren's shoulder, and sort of tries to read the undercommon. Just, what is this?
Yes, learning languages, it's handy. And we might run into people speaking funky languages further down the line, so, I figured I might prepare.
Don't you have, 73 languages or something?
There's a lot of them, yeah. but I just try to keep, most of the most common things because we might run into people. And it's handy to be able to sit in the bar, being able to listen to, being able to hear what the bar people is talking about when you're in funding countries. That's where you hear the gossip.
Never pegged you for gossip.
Gossip is where you start. That's where you learn who's in charge, who's in power, and then you go to the people who's in charge and who's in power, and then you work the magic from that point.
I leave it up to you.
It saves time,
Snore.
and I'm a lazy bastard. Why
Right.
would I do the same job twice if I can have a pint and then just listen in on what people are talking about?
You're a clever boy.
I try to.
A very loud but clever boy.
I also try to.
I may have had a little too much to drink.
You think?
So, what was that song again? Mourning has broken.
Mourning has broken, as has the chicken coop.
DM.
Yes.
Mourning has broken.
Yes. Well,
On... Because
yes,
we can continue to talk smack for 2 more hours, but I'm going to assume
yeah. No, it is morning. Being elves, you and Aura need less
Okay,
rest.
you mean that kind of morning.
Yes, dawn has passed, but you're not entirely sure how long the others were up for and drinking for. And
I entirely misunderstood the time. Sorry. I was like, yeah, it should be breakfast, but no, people are sleeping for several more hours. Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
because
Sorry.
elves need 4 hours. The rest of your party need 8 to 12, depending on how much they were drinking.
Aaron could do with 6 hours right now. He says.
Are you going to continue to be lazy, or are we going to prepare something? Are you going to prepare the cart, or are we going to just do fuck all for a while?
I'll prepare the breakfast, you prepare the cart.
The
Excellent.
cart is in the city.
Well, yeah.
When,
Craren.
that moment when you're
Oh,
so
yeah.
drunk you forget the car.
Cart is, yes, I haven't been looking at the map, so I just for some reason assumed we were in town.
Craren, cart is in the city. Don't need to prepare the cart. Need to prepare the breakfast.
Let's stoke the fire and see where we get and start prepare. If anything, something to drink.
Ugh, never again. Oh, never again.
How many times in your life do you need to say those words?
I don't usually drink, Craren.
I know. That's not the point. You should know better.
I should.
Yes.
Stupid to let my guard down like that. Ugh.
Let's see.
And yeah, for the first time since you've known him, he is actually disheveled. Like, his hair is sticking up in bits like a cockatoo.
Hi.
He doesn't give a shit.
Okay. All right.
That's a different look on you, Oren. I quite enjoy that. It's one
What?
thing being proper, but this is much more Oren.
No. What? Yeah, sort of scratches the back of his head, realizes that there is a bird nest there, and just sighs. I'm making the breakfast. I will fix that later.
From where we're situated, is there any, decent chopped logs that we can use to start making breakfast, or is it more of a yes, it will magically happen? Because barren wasteland, as far as the map is drawn, barren wasteland is barren.
Yeah, no, around you do have piles of wood, and there are still bits in the bonfires left. Even though, like when bonfires burn down, you don't burn everything. There's still something there that you can gather to get a cooking fire started. There's also the logs that people were sitting on around the bonfires that you could use, at least strip for kindling if you need it. So you can absolutely set up for like getting breakfast started. And as you do that, people start waking up after a couple of hours.
But because it getting a proper fire going, it takes a while. It does.
Yeah, it does.
You need to get coals needs to get going and so on and such forth, and it's it takes some time. So yeah, makes sense.
But yeah, by the time the morning has progressed a long way, Remus and Romulus, both of you wake to the nice scent of Oren's cooking. You're quite used to this by now, because he tends to be the one cooking. And, well, depending on how much you had to drink the night before, I will ask you for a con save. Are we having
Romulus
performance issues, Remus?
Yeah, I can't get up.
Romulus doesn't drink, so I think he's fine.
Alright then.
Remus did drink, but he learnt his lesson from last time and didn't get so absolutely bladdered that he drank too much. I think after the Minotaur fight, he probably settled down.
Yeah.
Well, he probably went for a run and then he settled down.
Alright.
Aaron thought the cider was non-alcoholic.
No.
Remus is probably curled up in a really weird shape ball thing quite close to the fire because, yeah.
Ruined by a minotaur.
Not by a minotaur. No, as far away from the minotaur as possible.
The minotaur has been sleeping in the chicken coop. Or what remains of the chicken coop. Luckily there were no chickens in there when he landed on it, even the second time. But yeah, Remus, you fell asleep in the form of the werepanther, and then when you started to come to, because it got cold, suddenly there was a warmth again from the fire, like near where the fire was. And by the time things are starting to clank around and those nice scents come around, you're feeling strangely invigorated. Everything hurts, but you feel strangely awake. If you sleep on the ground for the night, you're going to hurt in the morning. It's, yes.
He will get up. I will get up, nod to Oren and Craren as if nothing happened last night whatsoever. Not like I tossed an Ankylosaurus at the building or anything like that. I will go over and retrieve my armor that Mael helped take off and start buckling it all back on. And then I'll kind of run through a series of stretches to loosen up, given that it was I won't say that word. Given that I slept funny. I would say a stiff night, and it's like, no!
I mean...
Given that it was, given that there was a residual ache probably from the hybrid form for the first time. There's I was sleeping on the floor in the cold kind of thing, and just he's just gonna start a series of stretches, which if anyone has been in any sort of military or mercenary kind of background, will probably recognize as like Mourning calisthenics kind of stuff to try and. He doesn't do it very often when we're on the road, but in times like this, it is required.
When you are done with that, Oren will bring you a cup of something hot and slightly bitter smelling. It is a white willow bark tea.
Oh, just for the hangover.
And the muscle stiffness. I assume that the transformate. Actually, he's not speaking Elvish to you because you don't speak it. Yeah, just I assume that that and the muscle stiffness. I assume you were kind of sore after your first transformation.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but thank you. And I'll take the.
And sleeping like a knotted bread.
Well, at least it's not a pretzel.
That's a pretzel.
What I assume you and Craren get into in that haystack.
Ah,
No,
maybe.
but I stand by what Oren said. What the hell is a pretzel? Do you care to elaborate?
It's a type of knotted bread. Have you never been to Shan?
I'm not one for sweets.
It's not,
Not sweet, it's a savory.
It's not a sweet?
Oh.
No. It's kind
I
of like
always-
this knot of bread that's normally kind of got this slight savory glaze to it, and it's got like cubes of salt on it.
Oh.
That sounds
It's-
disturbing.
It's great as a
Yeah.
hangover cure.
I did that, but what we've got is not quite that. I used the last of our bacon and made sort of a savoury, sort of stewy porridgey thing.
Nice. I'll enjoy that. Thank you.
Romulus.
Gonna need to hunt something.
After that last transformation, he's probably just having like a panic of what Remus is going to be doing. I think he's just got like 1,000-yard stare whilst like looking at the fire, just trying to like wind down and like get himself ready for whatever the day holds. He'll probably shoot a message to Derek as well, just letting him know that basically just like updating the information what I said last time was inaccurate, and that we will be moving to the next destination today.
Excellent.
You get a
And
reply
then,
after a couple of minutes and basically giving you confirmation that nice to hear that you're alive. Nice to hear it doesn't have to send people after you. And to keep in touch. All right. Well, breakfast is easily taken care of, and after a while, more people start gathering. The Minotaur wakes up in the chicken coop and wanders over to what looks like a pack that has been shoveled away inside the main building. Brings out a large pack of what looks like rations of some form that he starts cooking over the fire that you've provided. You can see a lot of people have left during the night, and not long after you wake up and have breakfast, most people clear out. The two goblins you saw are riding piggyback on two women you had not seen too much of the night before. One being a were-tiger and the other one being a were-bear. As they are making their way back up towards the Great Crag. The two bugbears are still sleeping. and Jaffa is nowhere to be seen.
So, last night was fun.
Yeah.
Nothing to worry about, Romulus.
How was your first transformation, brother?
Kind of fun. Like,
Hmm?
you know, like when you've had too much of that stimulant that you used to get in Shan, and like you're like slightly jittery, and you just want to punch it and do stuff.
I'm not sure if Romulus would have done any of this. He was in prison for certainly different reasons, so it looked like you were kind of close to losing it to begin with.
I don't know what you're worried about. Everything was under control. Did you see me toss that Ankylosaurus?
I did. Admittedly, it was very impressive. I'm just glad you weren't spewing fire everywhere.
Well, that seemed rather inappropriate given it was a friendly fight.
That's rage can make you do silly things.
Yeah, but this was like, it was all under control.
Well, I am impressed that you were able to, keep it all under wraps for your first transformation. So
Cool.
it all worked out. Yes.
Do you think fighting
anyway.
the Ankylosaurus counts as passing Mael's stone test?
Debatable.
I'll think about it. I'll contemplate that. But anyways, where are we off to next? Are we going? Well, we're going back to get the cart and all that. But what is next on our journey?
I mean,
Well,
we're mostly just going back, bouncing the cart, and leaving. In generally something along those lines. I don't think we. I mean, I don't have anything else to take care of in the city. I don't have other things to do. I got the stuff from the vendor, and we did things, and we had party. Yeah, I'm done with my things.
I don't feel like I have anything in particular to attend to in town. So, did we get paid for the windows yet?
well,
I did go
we
and
also
collect
spent the night away, the last night away, so we probably should get back to see whether or not there's any windows that are broken. Given the night that we spent away last time.
So we can
maybe hastily repair them.
So
Yep.
let's do that. Then once that's done and we get the money for it, we can contemplate where we should head to next.
Well, we did come quite far south from the line that Derek wants us to kind of follow, so might be worth checking out what mountain passes to the northwest so that we can head onward.
No, that's a good shout.
I mean, that sounds like our next destination.
Well, I suppose when everyone's ready, we can make a move.
Sounds good.
Maybe hasten the pace and back to town.
All right. It will take you roughly 4 hours to get back to town, and it's going to be midday by the time you get in. Let me pop you over to the city map real quick. Where are we? There we are. And Great Crag. And let's... you easily make your way over to the Bumbling Bear, and anyone who wants can roll me a perception check.
Anyone who wants, or for any given reason?
No, anyone who wants. This is to pick up rumors as you move through the city.
18.
Yes. I need to zoom in on things because these buttons are tiny. Boop.
Nice. Itchy face. All right. Oren and Craren, as you... Let's start with Romulus. The city is rather quiet right now, although there is a large group of guards wandering around in like, yeah, a large... Hi, cat. Hi.
So cute.
Hi. My cat just popped me on the shoulder. Hi, kitty. Hi, I know.
I love them.
I lost my train of thought. Alright, yes. There's a large group of guards wandering around, much larger than normal, but as you look around, not much seems to be out of the ordinary. Oren and Craren, you overhear talk of something strange happening in the late evening in the city. A large, rampaging, bull-like creature ran through the streets. Looking like it was made out of brass and
Shit.
spewing petrifying vapors everywhere. And you hear that apparently Imogen, the sorcerer that you sold things to, has been taken in for questioning in regards to the rampaging bull.
This wasn't our problem, right?
If anyone asks, we barely had anything to do with it.
We sold a product, nothing more.
We gathered stuff. We got paid. I feel it's at worst bartering.
Yeah, it's not our problem what they do with the ingredients.
If people want to be stupid, they want to be stupid. That's
Yeah.
not our problem.
Wasn't us, didn't do it, no one saw us do it, you can't prove anything.
We have plausible deniability. We were
have an
dead at the
alibi.
time.
You were dead?
I mean, some of us have been. Maybe
Yeah,
not
yeah.
at the time, but just
No, the
you know.
time. No, but we were off at a party, so it can't have been us.
Exactly.
We've got witnesses. Where's that Minotaur?
Yes. Witnesses, and we have corroborative evidence. Yes.
Yeah, the big kitty can vouch for us. Yep. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you look so concerned? Brando, over there?
How much of that conversation was in Elvish, and how much of it was in Common, so that the two brothers could have heard it?
It was not in Elvish. That one was in Common. Are we in trouble?
I'm going to assume that no one. We have seen none of the law enforcement, so I'm going to assume that, as far as that is concerned,
I
we're
can't be arrested.
currently-
I'm too pretty for jail.
Exactly. We're not only off the hook, we have never been near the hook.
Exactly. Plus, we're not fish.
I think Romulus will just mentally connect with Remus. Shall we just ignore this and just head straight to the tavern?
Yes. That sounds like a brilliant idea.
Perfect, brilliant. Let's go.
I'll start walking slightly faster.
Same.
Aren't they in a hurry?
Yeah. Hey, slow down, long legs. I am full of nanobots. Something hungover. God.
Thank you for the raid, everyone. Thank you to Amethyst Nova. How was your stream?
Bye.
The raiders. All right, you make it over to the Bumbling Bear Tavern, and let me. Gremlins. Yes, that's gremlins. Terris saying that he's full of nanobots.
Oh no. I don't remember what that was about.
Let me give you a shout out real quick. Amethyst Nova. Here we go. And yeah, you make it over to the Bumbling Bear Tavern, and hello.
Okay.
Hello there.
Escape. Are we having a little bit of a stroke again? Okay, there we go. And last night of the revelry or the full moon, I'm not gonna place the tokens outside. It's going to, if I place all of the token, it's gonna break everything.
Yeah.
There are a couple of people sleeping outside the doors of the Bumbling Bear. There is a woman in one of the shrubberies not too far away, and the regular guy that you have evicted a couple of times, Remus, is currently sleeping on top of the delivery cart by the door. It is...
That's our cart?
No, that's not your cart. That's a delivery cart for the...
Is the bucket of water still outside?
It is, yes.
Can I toss it over his head?
There's no water in it right now. It's ice.
Can I toss it over his head?
You
I
can
did not care whether
absolutely
there was
do.
ice or not.
You can absolutely do that. Give me a... Actually, roll me a... Flip a coin or roll me a d4. You swing the bucket around and the ice comes loose.
Oh no.
Cool.
And conks him straight in the head. You hear a... And then he sits up. You see a bit of blood start running down the side of his face. And what's that for?
You look like you needed a freshen up.
Ow. Right.
We're just going to look at Remus, look at this guy, and then subtly prestidigitate his pants just on the inside of the thighs so they are freezing cold.
Who? Remus or the other guy?
The other guy.
Oh, okay.
Oh. What's... Oh,
Did you piss
hold on.
yourself in the night again?
Oh. Oh no. I'm gonna go
Is that
inside.
what was in the bucket?
No. It looks over at the ice. No, that's not yellow. Not mine.
Oh. No, I forget. That's where the barkeep normally pees, right?
I need a bath. And he's gonna start wandering off in towards the rest of the city.
Remus turns to Oren and just kind of like winks.
Oren almost imperceptibly gives him a little nod.
Alright. the insides are quiet, except for some snoring of various patrons. The bar owner, is standing behind the bar, and he is gonna be in the kitchen. Looks at you as you enter. All right. You're alive?
Yeah, how are our windows?
Surprisingly in one piece. No thanks to you.
Yeah. That's true. Sorry about that. Something came up. But, to be fair, I was gonna fix them if they're broken.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
with or without your help, they're whole. I'm guessing you want your pay.
Wouldn't hurt.
Oh, our own, like, maybe we should be good here. And there's 2 of the nights we haven't really been here to defend the place. And
Yeah.
there's mostly been free room and board whilst we've been here because of it, so.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's call the free room and board even.
All right. I'm not one to
And-
haggle. Yes.
What spice that you guys use is the scarcest around here?
That kind of depends on time of year, really.
I mean, right now, what would cost you the most?
Any form of fresh herb, really. 'Cause they don't really grow in winter. Any drieds we got. I mean, if you got one of them exotic ones, I won't say no. Like
Any
pepper.
spice?
Do you have black pepper somewhere on your person?
He is going to empty out his spice pouch. 10 single servings of black pepper will appear.
Well, aren't you a rich one? Of course you don't want my pay.
I can do that once a day. Just a nifty little trick.
Oh, you one of the magic users. Right.
It's
How
a
much?
magic item.
Yeah, here you can get those in the the other major cities.
Yeah.
Maybe I can order one from Imogen once she gets out of trouble.
Yeah. I figured, for your trouble, since we sort of, didn't do much to help you.
Well, you were great help when you were here.
Yeah. But, that cost me nothing, but it saves you some money. So,
Yeah. I mean...
Yep.
That saves me a lot of money, to be fair. You sure you don't want
There
any
we go.
for it?
it's yours.
Well, I'm not gonna complain. And she basically scoops it into another pot, like a little... what's it called? It's not a tanker. It's like one of those wooden little...
What?
Like box container things. It's like a wooden cylinder with a
yeah.
lid.
I gotcha. It's here.
A caddy.
Yes.
Spice caddy.
Thank you. Yes, one of them.
Excellent.
And she puts that one in a pocket that she has. Can't trust the others. Well, can't trust any of this lot. Not steal it.
I getcha.
And let me see if I can grab what she looks like when she's not a werebear. No, I can't find the token. Well, I guess you will want your horses, your dogs. If you're
What's
leaving,
left
that
of them?
is. Or you
Yeah,
can
we are.
stay.
Would, but railway's got to keep moving on, and so we got to keep moving on to forge the path.
Oh, you're one of them prospectors. We haven't had one of them around for about 8 years now.
Prospectors?
Yeah, a group from that. Oh, what's the house called? Orion were here about 8 years ago, trying to pull a railway to bring troops into Droa.
I don't know about troops. This is more
Yeah,
just, you know, travel.
the well, a good our good men and women in red and black told them what for and chased them out of here.
Eh,
It was quite funny to watch all them people run away from a pack of rats.
yeah. I like rats.
Yeah, so do I. As long as they're not in the larder, I kind of like them. Right.
You get a
Well,
lot in your ladder?
not in winter. Well, mostly in winter, actually. I was about to say not in winter, but they tend to try to, get in there and keep warm
No, that's fair.
and eat my food.
Well, I don't blame him there. Your food's pretty good.
Oh, well, I'll let Elric know you said that because he's the one cooking.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, your horses should be out in the stables. If you need any help with there, you can always ask around. There's one of the stable people should be out there. Help you
Thanks.
tack up the horses, get your stuff, get your dogs. Do you want any provisions? I can sell you some. We do have some dried meats, some dried fruits.
You got any bacon?
What do you take me for? Of course I got bacon.
How much?
How much you want?
Well, I've got 2 werewolves and a werecat to feed, so
I don't have that much.
I'll buy what you can spare.
Oh, I can give you 4 pounds for 2
Got it.
silver
How much?
pieces.
Done.
All right. She walks over to this wall and basically just pounds on it real hard, and you hear a gruff voice from the other side, just and she shouts through what looks like a tiny little hole in the wall, just 4 pounds of bacon wrapped to last. And you hear a muffled groaning, and about 5 minutes later, Elric comes out with a pack, like yay big,
Excellent.
and slaps it
Thanks,
on
Tony.
the counter. Oh, well, it's you guys. Hi.
Hi.
Glad you didn't die in a ditch. Glad that, well, you can't even find the guys. It was a bit stressful here.
We sort of had to chuff off a little while because, well, we've got 2 werewolves in our party and a newly transformed werecat.
Oh, have fun with that. I don't envy you.
Hence the bacon.
Right. Yeah, I can't spare much more than that.
Ah, gotcha.
I hope, like, chunk is fine. I could slice it for you, but that'll take a while.
I'm pretty handy with a knife, don't worry about it.
Well, I better get back. This stew, for lack of a better word, won't cook itself. Take care now.
Yeah. Likewise.
And he lumbers back towards the kitchen. You hear a door close.
I like him.
He's pretty cool.
Well,
All right. Well, if that's all you need,
Pretty much.
I hope you have a pleasant journey wherever you're going. And the bumbling bear will hopefully be here when you return.
Say, what do you know about the bull thing? Did you see it?
No, I didn't. Apparently, well, if rumors are to believe, and they rarely are, that Imogen girl summoned something and lost control of it, and it ran through the city, and, well, the town guard actually took it down. It's quite impressive. They only lost 3 people. And by lost, I mean they got turned into stone, and then turned back again, because we have clerics, apparently.
Ah. Well, at least no harm was permanently done.
Yeah, it's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Sad I couldn't see it,
Yeah.
but unless someone brings me that bull's head and shows me it, probably someone just got drunk and started hallucinating.
Probably. Alright.
Yeah, Oren just hears in his head, stop asking questions about the thing we don't want to be associated with.
I'm just making friendly conversation.
Hmm.
Well,
Still.
Well. Off we go.
alright. You, out in the stables, you find people eager to help you tack the horses up, and Sasha and Neil are around your feet because you have recently procured a bacon.
Oh, the
Bacon.
bacon's not for you guys, but you can have some jerky.
You keep circling your feet, just happy to see you all again. And you are.
Can we accidentally can we accidentally leave Elam locked in one of the stables?
Oren will not allow that.
Craren supports this motion.
Why are you all so mean to Elam? He's fine.
He's weird. And that's saying something, given that we've now got a party with 2 werewolves, a werepanther, a Oren.
Oren.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
While you sort that, I'm gonna feed the creature.
What, just like Oren, like, I mean, we're all a bit weird, right?
Go
then-
on.
But then there's Elam, that's like
On the
even
weird,
weirder.
the weird.
Hey.
Yes.
You'd probably better start getting that shovel ready and shoveling. Because
Elam
that
is
bullshit
fine.
is piling up.
Elam is a freak, and that's the end of that story.
I like him.
Elam
You're
is fine.
free to enjoy freaks as much as you want. That doesn't detract from the fact.
Well, you're probably lucky I enjoy freaks, honestly.
Exactly.
Mm.
And Craren is quite fond of his freak on the leash.
Wait, I'm on the leash now?
I wasn't suggesting right now, but you know.
Sometimes. Maybe. Nobody needs
I mean,
to know
what?
about that. Oh no.
While this is happening, Romulus is consulting the map.
Yes, we might want a map. Where are we? Where is
Yeah,
this
where are
place?
you, Rami?
No, but more of it. Where is this place situated, and where are we heading? Type thing. Because from where I'm sitting, it was ages since we last saw a map. So me player, I have no idea where we're at the moment and where we're going.
That is an excellent question, and same. So, once the DM has returned
Our
from feeding
lovely
feast,
DM is back, yes.
I'm sure we shall get some.
As I vaguely remember there being a map.
There is a map
Yeah.
in the.
It's kind of on that level at the moment.
I've just put a link into the game, not into the Roll20, for the link to the interactive map.
Okay, I see.
I
We
see a
need-
little silhouette of Adana.
Scaramouche, has the cat been fed dough?
Yes, he has been fed, and you guys realize I can hear you the entire time.
Yes,
Fuck.
I know.
But yes, there is an interactive. There's an interactive map that I gave you, but to make things easier, I hope I actually took. Yes, all right. I'm gonna move you to this one.
Woo.
So, you guys are
In the
Here.
crazy PAs.
where the red pin is.
Yes.
The pass through the mountains is. Cat, why are you flipping up now? You have been fed.
Yes,
It's under the N.
that's the thing. I now need to proclaim I have partaken in the feeding.
Ah, yes. So you can either go down south of the mountain range to get to Silbaran, right here. The
Uh-huh.
path, but that takes you past Grimstone Keep and Turakbar's Fist. Well, Grimstone Keep at least. And, or you can take the path that Derek wants through the mountain pass here. To the like northeast of where you're at right now.
Well,
I wonder what's up here. If that's where he wants us to go.
Straight line.
Ah,
Get a map and a ruler. Straight line.
hey,
mate.
Craren.
Orange.
I'd probably suggest we go the northern path, not jump from Keep to Fist to wherever, because we kind of want the stops on this place to be a little bit more exclusive if we're going to keep up the hype, right?
And I'm going to assume that you don't want to keep fists in places anyway, so I concur. Mountain range seems reasonable.
What do we know about Grimstone Keep and Silbaran as well, to a certain extent? Like if we were to skim the lower reaches of the mountain range instead.
Brimstone. Well, apparently, let me double check.
But yes, while you are double checking it, Craren is mostly thinking of in the lines of what Oren said. Is instead of stopping at every bog along the way, which would detract from the exclusivity of having a rail. Great Crag is an obvious point where it should be, but it would detract from the value of having it in your town if it's everywhere. So for that reason, Fran is pondering if it would make more sense to keep it more
Exclusive.
attractive.
Yes. So, from what you know, Remus, Grimstone Keep and Turakbar's Fist are both military outposts.
Okay.
Silbaran is a hold of soldiers from Breland, and also druids. They are not friends of Droa.
Okay.
So you can take that way, but negotiating a railroad that goes through Droa with that place might not go in your favor. Unless you're good at talking.
Oren. I'm joking.
Yeah.
So I will relay that to the party. I'll basically say that, the Grimstone Keep and Turabak's Fist are both like military outposts, and then Silbaran is not particularly comfortable with Droem, from what I recall from my mercenary days. So I think everyone is probably correct. We should probably get back up to where Derek wanted it to go, and as straight
If
a path
anything,
as possible.
we are more paid that way.
Sorry, Claren, I spoke over you.
Yeah, but no, I spoke over you. Sorry, my bad. If anything,
Ow.
as an observation, we're more likely to get paid if we go over the mountains.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you guys. While we have some cashola, I also like to have the equation of more money in than out. So
I agree with that.
Completely fair. So heading north then. Get out of the crag and head back northwest.
excellent.
That worked for
I
me.
enjoy this plan.
Cross country is. Do we need to gather any additional provisions? I know that Derek provided us with some rations and stuff before when we arrived. And do you want to gather anything else? Have we got everything that we need?
There's
How are
more
we
things
for
that
rations,
could be
guys?
desired, but I don't think we're getting it here.
How are we for travel rations?
Let's see. We had some. I'm going to assume there's no expiry dates on things in this game, right?
No, rations are meant to hold. Like, if you leave your rations for a year, they might go bad.
Yeah, but what I'm saying in the context of the game we're playing.
No.
Yeah. At which point I think we are having somewhere along the lines of combined throughout the entire party. I think last time we made tally of it, I think we have along the lines of 30 or so odd rations left for the entire party. But then we have stocked up on things that is food, but not the rations in between. So I'm not entirely sure what the exact tally is. I think combined, we have food for about 4 to 5 days. Rations and non-rations included.
Cross country to get up to those mountain ranges and beyond.
It is roughly... Let me check. I want to say 5 days, but I'm gonna double check.
I was going to say it should be about 5 to 7 days because it was about that long.
Yeah.
That we took from Mordane's Hall to the crag.
Yeah, it took us...
Well, it took us slightly longer to do that route. I think that was 10 days.
Yeah, it was 10 days from Mordane's Hall to the Great Crag.
Yeah.
So it's about... Let me check. Yeah, it's about 5 days.
And we've got 5 days of rations?
You have 6 days of rations, and then you have 4 days of fresh food.
Fresh stuff.
Yeah.
Calculating. Oren thinks we should be okay so long as we hunt along the way.
I'm going to assume we can hunt along the way. Just from a planning perspective, what kind of wild game options is there on the mountain range, and how tall is the mountain range? Is it like the Alps, or is it more of a smaller piece of mountain type thing? It's hard to gather on the map?
Yeah, so where you're at right now, where Derek wants you to cross, the mountain pass there is not very high. It slopes up maybe.
I'm just saying, is it a day's travel up the mountain and then
It's about
one
a day's
across,
travel.
one across and one down?
Where you're at, you're about a day's travel up. About roughly a day, and then it's a little bit steeper on the other side. So about a day and a half, 2 days down on the other side. It's
Okay.
not very tall on this, like on the Droam side, or this far
Next.
south.
Next major city would be the Gloaming.
The Gloaming is the woods.
Okay, that's just the woods in and of itself. Okay?
Yeah, next major city is Sandrar. So it is roughly a lot.
Where is that? I can't see that.
So if you look on the map, it is on the way eastern.
I found sorry. I had a character sheet over that end of
Yes.
the thing. So yeah, I found it.
Let me double check, because it is quite far, but you are in woods, so you can probably hunt there as well.
Yeah.
So give or take, let's call it a 7-day period a week, because that's something we as players understand. And I think we made the calendars to be 7 days as well.
It is with the cart in the woods, like on foot, provided you don't get lost. It is about a week to walk through the woods with the cart, and it will be about 12 days.
Yeah, but say it's a week through the woods. It's 5 days to get to the mountains, and about 4 days to get across it. So that's 5, 9. That's a week and a half, almost 20 days.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Oren is going to suggest that since they're going through a wood, anything might happen. They might want to think about having 14 days worth of rations on the cart, and then supplement that wherever possible with hunting and foraging.
If we have non-perishables, we can keep it in the door as well. That should also make it easier to
Yeah.
carry as well. So yeah. Okay, so we currently have rations for about 10 days out of the not fully 1.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need about 5 more
Well,
days
actually
worth.
9.
So.
Well, actually 9 and then 9 and then and 16. Yeah, 16 days. So yeah, just over 2 weeks actually.
Perhaps before we
Yeah.
go, it might be a good idea to see if we can top up on any other rations at the marketplace.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have about 10 out of 16-ish days. So we need to buy rations for about a week for.
Yeah.
5. How many are we? 5
Yeah,
people?
buying another
6.
week's worth of rations, I think, would be intelligent. The last thing Oren wants to do is starve the party.
So
Yeah.
what's that? 5 by 7-ish.
35.
So 35 rations.
Yeah.
Can we find 35 rations? Will we magically conjure up 35 rations, or is this?
Yeah, you can conjure up 35 rations.
Yeah.
That's what it costs.
Excellent.
For
At some cost or another.
17 gold and 5 silver.
Okay, I'll take that out of party
That's
funds.
not bad at
Just
all.
take-
Now, 1 ration, it costs 5 silver pieces.
That doesn't
Yeah.
sound too bad at all.
Sweet.
17 and minus 5. What are we doing with the body of Duncan the priest?
I'm going to assume that we're going to pass a ravine, and we're no longer having any particular canines that seem to care too much about it anymore. So whenever we find the ravine, the body will then sleep there.
Okay.
Because I don't care enough to give it a proper burial.
I'll toss the head at that point
Fair.
of the hobgoblin captain that we've also got floating around.
Yes.
Remus has a thing
Right.
for collecting corpses, and I'm starting to realise that.
Hang on, isn't there like a drop to the void in the door?
Yes.
it's not,
No.
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 It's pocket dimension. It looks that way, but if you jump down, you can stand on it.
Yeah.
Emphasis on if, because brain might not like the idea.
Yeah, no. It looks like a void. It's galaxies.
Also, one
Like
last
wallpaper.
little thing, Ardana, and I don't know if it would be possible to get in this area. But Oren would like to procure some chocolate.
No.
No chocolate. Okay.
Not in this area at this time of the year.
Huh. No cacao powder or anything like that?
No, you might find some in Zandrar because it's a trade port, but not in the Great Crag, not at this time of year.
Damn.
Looking for
He'll
an
have,
easy
he'll have to use his spice pouch to make cacao and sugar.
Yeah, you can probably get it in Zandrar because it is a trade city, but Great Crag is kind of isolated and it's the middle of winter.
And can
He
that
was
pouch
just-
produce some marching powder?
No.
No. No, he was just curious as to whether werewolves and werecats are susceptible to chocolate, and was going to experiment on them.
Well,
Let's see.
I mean,
Let's see if this makes them sick.
I'm going to assume that Oren has proficiency with poisoners. Toolkit.
If he doesn't, he should.
I think we have discussed that he does, and Craren does.
Yeah, he does. He absolutely does.
And Craren does, and I don't think we are more in the party that has proficiency with it.
No.
But we have the lockpicks we have discussed at least, but
Yes.
Oh, Oren also has proficiency with the forgery kit.
Craren does as well.
Sorry, what were we discussing having proficiency with? My brain has completely detoured.
Poisoner's
Oh,
kit.
poisoners.
And
You know,
forgery kit.
poisoners kits, thieves tools, forgery kits, and disguise kits. Yes, and so far it's about Oren does, but Craren does as well. Oren does and Craren does as well. So
Oren also has weaver's tools, lute, lyre, and flute.
I can whittle you something. I have a wood carving skills.
Excellent.
and I don't remember why, but Craren also has some proficiency with the dice set. I don't know why.
Oh, because you get a gaming set when you create a
And I have
character.
to choose something. Yeah.
Yeah, you get to pick dice, playing cards, or basically chess.
Yeah, and dice is always handy because everyone understands dice. Well, most people who understand the concept of probability understand dice.
Oren has known some kobolds that think dice are for eating.
They can be eaten.
I was about to say, it wouldn't surprise me if Oren has eaten some dice at some point.
Only once he's made himself out of chocolate.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, setting out in the early afternoon. Well, it's actually still noon. You make your way down the foothills around the Great Crag. You see the little huts spread out across the foothills. And the roads are quite full of people. It's slow going at first, but once you turn away from the main road and head north, the crowds thin out and the hard ground is surprisingly easy to drive the cart across. The area is free of snow, but the ground is still frozen. And it will take you about 5 days to hit the foothills of the... I cut off that. What's it called? Bayeshk Mountains. Could anyone please roll me a d20?
Okay.
All right. The first 2 days of your journey is nice, clear, uneventful. Far off in the distance, you do see a passing herd of something that, upon closer inspection, looks like a group of centaurs moving across the landscape. They're too far away for you to really interact with, but the general shape of the individuals of the herd indicate centaurs. There's also some banners they're carrying, and each individual seem to be carrying some form of either backpack or pack of some sort. On the third day, the skies start turning gray, and the air gets colder around you. And then on the morning of the fourth day, it starts raining. And it's not like rain, it feels like needles. The wind picks up and just pelting you with the cold waters. At around noon, everything is chilled. And it takes until...
Brian is very happy to have a thermal cube.
Yes, but the needles are still hitting your face.
Yes, but that just means that he's not freezing.
Yes. Are you sharing the thermal cube with the rest of the group?
Whoever is closest, obviously, but, you know, it's... let's see what it's... Considering it's not an item in roll 20.
Yeah, it's... I do believe it's like 10 or 15 feet around you.
Yeah, it's 15 feet.
Okay. So while you're
And
not...
it's dry heat.
Yeah, it's dry heat. So while you're not, like, freezing cold, but getting pelted by basic... the equivalent of ice needles repeatedly over several hours is not comfortable.
To quote, this 3-inch cube of solid brimstone generates enough dry heat to keep the temperature within 15 feet of it at 35 degrees Celsius.
So you're not like freezing to death, but it's uncomfortable, and your clothes are damp and cold. Your skin is freezing from where these ice needles are hitting. And by the time the rains let up in the late afternoon, it is a thoroughly unpleasant experience. The coming 2 days are still overcast, but the rain has stopped completely. And by the time you reach the Bayeshk Mountains, there's hardly any telling the difference between one patch of steel gray sky from another. The Bayeshk Mountains themselves are a strange purple color, and as you get to the foothills, it's a stark contrast between the dry brownish yellow of the fields around you and the gray purple of the foothills leading up into the mountain pass. You can hear the falling of water, similar to like in the Great Crag, and you can hear this whistling sound of wind through sharp passages in the mountains. The pass itself is well trodden. You don't see anyone traveling right now, but you can clearly see a well-traveled road leading up into the mountains. And it's not a steep slope, but it is a slope, and it's going to take some effort. If you've ever walked on like a gentle incline for a very long time, it drains you after a while. And you can clearly see that it's that kind of like a gentle incline up into the mountain pass. And looking at these tall, almost battlement-esque mountains, you can see tiny little flecks of kind of silvery metal in the rocks themselves as you look closer. Just tiny little shimmering in the grey. It is late evening on your 6th day out in the plains.
Can we look at that? There's a shimmering? What's that shimmering?
Oren,
Yeah?
does this look familiar?
Nah?
And Craren pulls out a dagger and says, does this look familiar?
Yeah?
Craren has a buyer's now, or metal buyer's metal dagger. It's a similar sheen, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Should we grab that?
From a financial point of view, yes. Are we going to carry around tons and tons and tons of rock in the unlikely event that we run into someone willing to buy ore?
Craren,
Yes.
you're a smart guy. But you can be a little bit dense. We've got an entire door that we can put things in.
Yes. I hear what you're saying. Do you want to stay in the mountains forever?
No, what I'm saying is if we see any bits and pieces that are nice and big and chunky that are like lying around, should we grab it?
Definitely. But I'm not
Yeah.
bringing out the pickaxe to do this. No.
No. Just grab what's around.
It's a pocket liner. It definitely is a pocket liner.
Yeah. Just a thought.
Let me rephrase this for a while. Given the current climate, do you want to get off the cart into the rain to pick up things?
I don't want to freeze my dick off.
I'm happy if you don't.
Okay. Still, it's money. Nah. Rather not freeze my dick off.
I will say I'm perfectly happy with it still attached on me. Just saying.
Same. Okay. Consensus. Done.
Romulus is just looking out outside the cart, trying to ignore the conversation that's happening.
That poor man.
Could all of you please roll me a perception check?
perception?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a 14.
that averaged out rather fantastically, actually.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Uh, being distracted by shinies, Oren, and being distracted by trying to ignore the conversation about shiny things, Romulus, you don't really notice anything strange. However, Remus, you hear a shrieking sound in the distance that looks or sounds very familiar. It's kind of similar to one you've heard weeks ago in the woods. And Craren, just as you notice as well, that both of you hear one call, then two echo. And
Oh shit! Is this the wyvern?
it sounds very much like wyvernness. Not
Plural.
one. At least 3 that you can hear.
Excellent. Winged beasties. That could mean supper.
You know, I've got this strange urge to fly, and I'm just wondering whether or not we could capture them and harness them and fly this cart over the mountain instead of using the horses.
What will we
I
do
like
with the
how you
horse?
think.
Feed them to the wyvern.
Fuck no.
I'm considering how volatile that wyvern in the forest was. I don't think the 3 of them would be any more agreeable to us.
They might have differing opinions, I will agree.
And I shall put you on the map
Ah, fuck.
real quick.
The fact that you have a map
course I have.
implies action and not just transport.
Oh, come on! I can't. Right, I'm gonna have to move you to the Great Crag map first, and then down to.
That was a quick reverse.
And you find yourself in what looks like a crossroads filled with debris, broken trees, and just a
debris.
general cliffy kind of snaking path at the top of the winding slope. Around you are these tall, evergreen-looking trees. And at the top, of the one right in front of you sits a wyvern, currently looking right at you.
Hello there.
That's not ideal.
It opens
Might
its
be,
mouth.
again, it might be supper.
Hope it
It might
doesn't
be a
say
bit of a
meat.
challenging supper, but it might be supper. I have never had spit roast wyvern before, just saying.
How palatable are wyverns?
You can roll me a nature check if you want.
Nature. I have a +0 to that. That's a 2!
They big. They're about 4 times. The one you can see is about 4 times your size, Oren.
Lord, why? I never understood that. Why wouldn't you have, Okay, but let's roll it anyway. Because Craren
Yeah.
Considering he wants to, players speak of spit roasting this thing. Now it just occurred to me that don't really know what Craren knows about things, but spit roasting a wyvern seems like an excellent idea. And Craren seems to think so as well.
For some reason, my microphone is picking up Andy. With an 18, you know that wyverns are normally ambush attackers. They tend to swoop in, attack, and then fly away. Their bite and tail are mid-range when it comes to damage. It's the stinger at the end of the tail you have to be careful about, because that one has a rather powerful toxin. The stinger deals a rather powerful toxin that burns like acid. It can be harvested for parts. You have one. Or had a stinger, at least.
Ah.
And
Well, I feel like this is going to go well.
all right. And
From how I understand things, it's not the one we see we have to worry about. They don't hunt like that. Hearing multiples before, I think we're in for a bad time.
if I could roll above a 12, that would be nice, but And with that, let's go into initiative. Because the wyvern on top of the tree, nice, looks like it's very interested in having you all for dinner.
Karen's
How nice
initiative
of
is leg it.
I have a nat 1. Woo!
Like balances.
Adding
Having
orange.
spotted them, I am just standing there gawping at them. Having spotted them, I am standing there daydreaming about flying one of them.
That checks out. Are you adding the dogs to the fight? Are you adding
Let's see. That's not
any
the
pets?
No.
Oh, I found the mutant.
No, the dogs. Oh my god!
What do you
Clarence
look
is
at?
the same.
How
dogs are just
excited?
pets.
Oh, yeah. Craren is stuck on the. That's steak.
Crown is too busy looking for the other ones.
Yes.
No, the dogs are instructed to stay in the cart whenever we get into combat.
All right. Fair enough, fair enough. All right. Well, having seen the threat, Romulus, you are up first.
Well, I'm gonna get in front of my brother, considering he looks like he's having a bit of a daydream, and I'm gonna do a little bit of a agonizing blast on this guy right here.
All right, go for it.
That's an 18 hit.
It does, yes.
Wonderful, and then I will roll. I
You
feel like
are.
there's something missing.
Yeah, you add your charisma modifier, don't you?
Why is
Is that
that
broken again?
Hang on. Bonus 1 DNH plus force crit damage 7 pro charisma plus. Huh.
It's supposed to. I think it's your. Yeah, it's a force. It's 1d10 plus your
hang on.
charisma.
There we go. Okay. There we go. So we can either add a +4 to that, or I re-roll. It's up to you.
No, we can add a 4 to that because that's with your charisma modifier. So a 14 on the first one.
Yeah, and then does an 11 hit.
11 unfortunately does not hit. The first blast takes it almost by surprise as it slams into its shoulder, and then as the second beam swoops by, it dives down, like almost flat against the top of the tree before standing back up. You see a little bit of singe across the scales on the left shoulder. And it opens its mouth and makes a sound my microphone cannot pick up. In your general direction.
Oh no.
You do have your bonus action and some movement left.
I will hex it.
Alright.
That's the thing I will do.
Hex or Hexblade's Curse?
Let's Hexblade Curse.
Alright. So I'm gonna put a curse symbol on it. Like so. There we go. So we know it's cursed. And you want to move anywhere, or are you good there?
Considering I'm not exactly the strongest or most durable of the group, I'm gonna get back behind my brother.
Alright. Oren.
Yes. Let me just zoom in a little bit because that's tiny. Wyvern there. Oren is going to sort of sneak over to here. And then we have had a long rest, I think.
Yes, you have had several.
He is going to cast something fun.
Well, that seems handy, you know.
Oh. Huh. How long does that last? An hour. Yeah, he's gonna do it. That thing's baned, right?
It's has Hexblade's Curse on it. So
What does that do exactly?
Let me read it for you.
It only benefits Romulus.
Oh,
Okay, don't worry about that.
Okay.
But he's just going to go, if this works, don't hit it. And he is going to polymorph it into a Hungarask.
what?
What?
A Hungarask. Let me...
Like,
Get that.
I heard you, but what is that?
Sounds like a geese monster.
I neither have the token nor the stat block for that.
There you go, take a look at that.
I can't open that during game because it will show up in the
Oh,
thing.
here, give me a second. I'll open it for you. And screenshot it for you.
A Hungarask
You
is
can
a
go into-
magical snail as large as an elephant with a shell of gleaming gold.
A hung Terris. Okay.
Alright then.
It has a vulnerability to salt, no attacks, and a 10-foot movement speed.
Oh my god.
I still don't have it.
Works, if this works. It's gonna be
Can I give it to you in Discord?
Yeah, DM, it's just that because I use display capture to get the cameras, it will upset the cameras if I open the chat.
There you
I
go.
can just do this. Here you go. Signal.
Hungarask. Alright, well that's a wisdom save, so let's see if that's... I kind of want to succeed now. Even though I don't have a token for this, I kind of want to succeed. No, that's a natural 20!
No.
Because I wanted to fail. Yeah.
Wait. I have something for this. Where is it? That's a saving throw. I can't do it with that.
Why do you have to be ahead of Craren? Because Craren is would have
One moment. Let me
Used
just check something.
ego
I have a
whip,
hero
which-
point. Can I use that hero point to give it disadvantage?
Sure. Mostly because I think it's funny.
I mean, that's still at 21 at that point.
No, with the hero point, I'm gonna let Terris succeed. Because you're burning a hero point and not inspiration.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So this is now okay, I'm gonna give it this to just indicate that it's now a golden snail.
Oh, you need to put the snail icon on it, which is the one for slowed, but it's just
I mean, I can do that, but you can barely see it.
okay.
Because of the dark background, you can barely see the snail. But yes, there's a snail icon. This is now a snail. I love how
Technically, it's a huge snail.
Yes.
Creature class is huge.
So we need to do... Hold on.
So technically, it's even bigger, isn't it?
Yes, it's one size category larger.
Than it already was, yes.
Yes.
Great.
Alright. Well, it now has 0 attacks and... anything else you want to do on your turn?
Just sort of grin at the rest of the party and give them a wink.
What?
Like he has done the
Are
best
you-
thing ever.
What are you? What are you? Why? What are you thinking?
It
What
can't
is, what's your
attack
plan
you.
here?
It can't attack you.
Did you want to harvest the gold? Whilst you said not attack it.
Oren,
Yeah.
could you please roll me a D100?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Just to putting this out there, you just plumped
27.
a 15 by 15 foot snail into a tree.
Oh,
Yep.
The
And I
tree
rolled a
breaks.
how tall is this tree?
The tree is not very tall, luckily, so it doesn't fall that far. It doesn't fall far enough to take damage, but the tree is now gone.
I was about to say, considering it's a tree, does it skewer the slug?
It does not.
good,
It
right.
kind of bends and breaks. But you put the equivalent of a male African elephant into a small tree. You know. So you see this wyvern sitting there trying to look menacing, and then suddenly it's a golden snail, and the tree just goes snap, and the snail plops down on the ground, looking, for all intents and purposes, very confused. Do you want to move anywhere or do any bonus actions or anything like that?
I think he's fine for now. He has done all he needed to do.
Alright then.
He has eliminated the threat.
Well, it's the snail's turn. And because I really need to do this,
It can move for 10 feet.
it's gonna start eating the tree.
Oh, and Ardana, here you go.
That is so cute. Sorry. I'm gonna have that fixed. As the slug is currently eating the tree that it was previously sitting on, because it has an intelligence of 2, the other 2 wyverns you heard are going to attack.
wonder if they like escargot.
What's that?
Isn't that snail, like a French snail dish?
Oh, yeah, it really is. But no, Craren is asking.
Oh, Craren, I see. It's a fancy dish I've heard about. I've never had it, but I hear fancy
It's
people
quite
have it.
delicious. Me player will say, but yeah.
You have a passive perception 15. This guy is going to dive into you, Oren, and try to hit you. I think that's the one.
Oh no.
Yeah, it is. With a bite attack. I said bite attack. For a 19.
Uh, 19 does hit. Yep.
Alright. For 16 piercing damage. I need a concentration check.
Con check? Or is that a con save?
It's a con save.
That's a nat 1 for 2.
Well, unfortunately the snail is no more.
It's a wyvern again. It was
Yes.
good while it lasted, guys.
It's now a very confused wyvern, currently wondering why it's eating it free. And I have to do all of that again. I'm sorry, I wanted it to be snail longer, but I said no.
That's fine.
That's the third nat 1 today.
Mm.
And we're gonna remove
Are you
snail.
keeping notes, Terris?
Whoop, not that one.
I haven't. I'm gonna have to go back and check because I've been a lazy prick.
And it's going to try and swipe you as well with its stinger for 15.
15 is my armor class, so technically yes, that hits.
Alright. For 15 piercing damage, and I need you to make me another con save.
Con save.
DC 14.
That's
Yeah, you're
17.
fine. You feel the stinger, like the first it swoops in and bites you hard enough so that you lose concentration on the snail, and then the stinger just comes in from the top, almost like pierces would do, and just stabs you into the shoulder. And you feel this kind of a burning sensation pulse through your shoulder, but it fades quickly.
Ow.
And then it's going to fly up here. You do get an opportunity attack if you want it.
I want it.
Alright.
What am I gonna hit it with? I have all sorts of daggers. So I will hit it with a silver dagger, I suppose. That's a nat 20.
Nice! That will definitely hit.
Let me see, can I... So that's 2d20 plus 6 then, isn't it?
Yeah, it should roll for you if you... Oh, it doesn't do them. 2d4 plus your modifier, yes.
Yeah, 2d4. I think I might have said 2d20, I meant 2d4.
Yeah.
So that's 2d4, which is a 4 plus 3.
Alright, so 7.
7. 7 pokey.
7 pokey, and it shrieks as you slash it across the back as it takes flight. The second one is going to dive in, and you, both Remus and Romulus, you can see it come over this tree and then dive down towards you. Let me actually roll. 2. Romulus. As it is going to try for a bite attack. That's a 9.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
You see it dive down, and then the tail gets slightly stuck in the tree as it goes by, and it like halts its momentum a bit. It swoops around in a circle, and then just in anger just swipes out with its the tail stinger for Remus. That's an 11. You hear it just poke at the side of your shoulder as the stinger just hits your shoulder pauldron and just falls down, doing no damage. It is then going to turn around and swoop up into this tree here. You both can get a opportunity attack if you want it.
Yeah. And 21 hit.
Yeah, both of those hit. All right, so
No rage, mine. Sorry.
okay, 8 for that one, and Romulus. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Or 19. All right, it shrieks at you as it lands in the tree, glaring. Remus.
How high up is it in the tree?
It is about 15 feet up from you right now.
Excellent. I'm going to click my heels. Do my boots of flying require... Well, my boots of flying.
I don't think boots of flying require an action to activate.
In my mind, I imagine that instead of like the click click that you hear in like the Wizard of Oz, it's more like a metallic like clang clang to fit like the barbarian like aesthetic.
Oh, have you ever seen the sketch Dinner for One?
I haven't.
Oh, I highly recommend it. There's an aging butler that is serving dinner for his lady, and at one point he tries to do like that skip click.
I'll look.
I kind of see Remus do that, just skip click and then keep flying.
Yes. So basically, I'm going to chase the wyvern into the tree.
All right.
I'm going to fly up to it, and I'm just going to say, I'm just going to like, it's just going to be like a light rage, like
A light rage.
a light rage.
Okay.
I'm angry, but I'm not. Like,
Just slightly
angry.
miffed and not fully angry.
Yeah, I'm just miffed. I'm miffed that they're attacking us on the road. I was having a wonderful stroll with my friends, and I'm going to smack it with my warhammer whilst I'm up there.
All right, go for it.
Hopefully. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does hit. It does not have time enough to react, to dodge out of your way.
Excellent. So what I'm going to do is oh, hold on. Sorry, I should probably actually move my token on the map. So I'm basically flying here in front of its face.
All right.
I am going to smack it with the warhammer. So that's a 12. And for the first time ever, I will do a psionic strike.
All right.
So mechanically speaking, what people see is he rages, like the weird kind of like psychic claw thing happens, but as he does so, like there's like a dragon's head that appears at the end of his hammer, and as it smashes into the face of the wyvern, it kind of shatters and deals off like some extra damage. So that's an extra 6 damage for the psionic strike as well.
Nice.
So that's a total of 18 on that hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to smack it again.
That definitely
21.
hits. Yes.
However, I can only do psionic strike once per turn, so that's another 13 damage.
All right. As the second strike lands, it looks up at you, opens its maw, and just shrieks. This mix between a shriek and a roar.
I roar back.
Nice. All right.
Oh no.
You staying there, or are you moving any further?
Yeah, no, I'm just flying in the general vicinity of this wyvern.
All right. Craren.
Yes.
You're up.
That's yes, and I'm contemplating. That's like, yeah, something along those lines. Pondering, it would make sense to move Craren to vaguely up here-ish. And then let's see if this makes any sense. Yeah. This should be hitting birdies and not. And considering it's 30 foot in that way, it's also 30 foot at the top of the thing, so
Yep.
it should cover the tree. Yeah.
Absolutely, you'll hit both of them.
Yes.
So this one is 5 feet off the ground. This one is 15 feet. So yeah, you'll get both of them.
Yeah. They will have to make a, what is it, wisdom save against Karen's spell save DC, which is 16.
All right. Top one rolls a 5. Bottom one gets a 9.
That's a good. That's a number.
Yeah. So
5.
this one rolls a total of 5. This one rolls a total of 9.
Both are lower than 16.
Yes, both fail.
They are now frightened and must take the dash action to move away.
Nice. All right. This guy is... We're gonna do that and that on both. Both of those are frightened.
Thunderbolts, lightning.
Yes.
Very, very frightening.
Me and a banana.
You got some movement left if you want to use it.
I'm going to assume that that was at least 20 of the so yeah, might as well stay here.
All right, Romulus, your turn. Oren, you're up.
Right.
Okay.
Seeing that Remus is preoccupied with this one, Romulus is gonna dash up here, or not dash, but run up there, and hit this one with another agonizing blast.
All right.
So first one, there's a 16 hit.
16 does hit, yes.
Wonderful. That's an 11 damage, and then the other one, there's a 17 hit.
Yes, it does.
Really interesting, and that is 13 damage.
All right. You can see that it seems to be cowering where it's sitting, and then you slam both those blasts into its body. It reels a little bit, takes a couple of steps back, and you can see the head just darting back and forth between you and Craren, and it doesn't really want to look at Craren at this moment.
Elves are apparently not his type.
Yeah. Did you add the damage from Hexblade's Curse?
Oh, I forgot about that. No, I didn't. What is that? It's my proficiency, I believe, isn't it? Proficiency bonus. Yeah. What's my proficiency bonus again? I keep forgetting. Where do I find that?
Top left-hand corner of your thing.
There we go. Plus, so that's a +3. So that'll be a 16 and a 14.
All right. So an additional. So, all right. You have a bonus action and some movement left if you want to use it.
Bonus action. Nope, I think I'm good.
All right, Oren.
Hi.
Hi.
Oren has been fucking badly hurt. He's on 16 hit points. So he is going to surround himself in darkness.
All right then.
Hiding. Hiding. I don't think he has bonus action hide, so he's going to do that, and yes.
I hope that they lose interest of, oh, I can't see them anymore. Damn. At that point, I have to ask a question.
Yes.
Does that mean that from a technical point of view, well, actually, is Craren able to see out from this?
No.
Okay. At which point, both of the parties get to make an additional wisdom saving throw to break the thing, because fear requires line of sight.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, with my dice rolls, it won't matter. Yeah. Dice say no. Dice say big dragon things are still afraid of the wizard they can't see anymore. Oh yeah, so in their minds it's probably like, oh, the big scary thing that just frightened us, just called down the sky and destroyed it, just in that general area.
I mean, from an extra point of view, if the creature ends its turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight, it doesn't have line of sight to you.
Alright.
So, yeah, same difference. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna try to fly away and they can't see Craren, so... But with those dice rolls, it won't matter.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry though. It didn't even occur to me that you were in the circle.
No, I mean, you're fine.
Not a problem.
And I mean...
Craren can move.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Romulus can still see.
Yes, it's quite handy for Romulus to have a sphere of darkness that he can slip into.
Alright. You still have a bonus action and movement left.
I'm good.
Alright.
Right now. Actually, he might just sort of sneak himself behind this this log a little.
Alright. Give me a...
Actually, no, he can't see right now.
No,
He's
you
staying
can't.
put.
Yeah, it's like you're standing there with like a large log at your knees. You could try and sneak over. It's gonna take some finagling to do, but yes. So this guy is gonna use, because it needs to take the dash action anyway, and then run the fuck away. And I need to check something real quick. Well, that wyvern just pissed right out of the map. And this one is gonna do the same. Yep.
Yeah.
Remus, you do get an opportunity
move
attack.
speed.
Yes! They have that! You can take an opportunity attack if you want, Remus.
Yeah, sure. Can I just check something? The fear effect, I assume that was from Crown, right?
Yes.
It's not anything weird, like once it takes damage, it no longer has the fear effect on it. Like
No,
the channel.
No.
You can whack it as much as you want.
Okay, thanks. I like whacking things. 19.
19 does hit.
For another 12 bludgeoning damage.
Nice. 12. And it is shrieking at you, snapping back, looking at you, and then just takes off.
I give
As fast as it can, just off the edge of the map. because with a ridiculous movement speed, that's what's going to happen. The third one is wondering what the hell is going on. Seeing its friends just take off. It's not smart enough to leave you guys though. It can't really see anything. So it's going to circle around.
Well, it should be able to see Remus.
Yeah.
I mean, it could
flying
also follow its friends to ask the question, "What the hell are you doing, guys?"
That's what I
Running
rolled
away,
for.
what's it look like?
On an even, it would have followed its friends. On an odd, it would attack what it can see, which is Remus.
Okay, you went like that. Okay. Yeah.
They're not that smart. They're vaguely smarter than a snail.
SMRT.
It's gonna try to bite you, Remus. Nope, that's a 13. And then it's gonna come in with the stinger attack for a 20.
That will hit.
For 18 piercing damage, halved to 6. No, not 18. 12 halved to 6. I was reading 12 plus 8, which is also not 18. 12 halved to 6, and I need you to make me a con save.
Yeah. I'm trying to do math and my brain doesn't want to work. That's the number. Thank you. And a con save.
Yes.
21.
Yeah, you're fine. You feel that strange burning sensation as the stinger enters your side, but it seems to peter off almost immediately. The wyvern is... You don't have a hover, so it's going to land right here. As it is your turn.
Just because I'd like to do fun shit.
Yes.
Would Remus understand, having previously fought a wyvern, that it might be immune to its own poison sting?
Give me a survival or nature check, your choice.
I'd go survival because I've got positive on survival and it's -1 to nature. I mean, it didn't really do very well. I got a 10.
You're not entirely sure. Like, you fought it before, and that's about it. And you have it. You have it in your backpack, or has had a stinger for a while, but you haven't really played around with it.
I think I coated one of my weapons in the poison when we went into the...
Yeah, you did. And it did damage, but you're not entirely sure how, why, or what really it did.
Yes. What I would like to do, just purely for the shits and giggles, is because I like to do random stuff. Can I attempt to grab its tail and then stab it in its own head with its tail?
Yes! You can absolutely try that.
Oh no.
So that would be a grapple check, which is athletics. Contested athletics.
But I have advantage because I'm raging.
Yes.
So 26.
14. So yes, you definitely got the tail grappled.
Excellent. And then I would like to effectively try to stab it twice with its own tail.
Okay, roll me 2 attack rolls with the improvised weapon.
Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?
I have not put improvised weapon into this. Is it just strength?
It's just strength, yes.
Plus, yes. So I will roll.
Which you do have advantage in because you're raging.
Don't like that.
So it is strength. Okay.
I don't think
18
18 will hit.
and a crit for 24.
So, all right, I'm going to. So the damage is 1 plus your strength modifier, unless you have Tavern Brawler.
Which I don't.
But it needs to make con save, which it succeeds on. So no additional damage. But
I mean, yeah, from a technical point of view, it's like, yes, I understand what you're saying, and this makes it a lot more fun. But most
Hang
things
on
that
a
have
minute.
poison in one way or another is normally immune to its own.
Yeah,
Hang
well,
on a minute, hang
it's
on a
not
minute.
intelligent, remember?
I can't see it. Fuck.
no, you cannot see it. So it's 1 plus. What's your strength modifier?
It's a +4, so it's 5 for each hit.
And
Am
for
I
the
adding
crit
my
is
rage to that?
yes, you do add your rage to that. And for the
Okay.
crit, I'm gonna say it doubles that, so it's 15 base plus your rage.
Plus 2 lots of rage, so 19.
Yeah.
And I won't side strike it. I'll just leave it as it is.
All right,
The poor
so
thing is probably confused as its own stinger is piercing its head.
yeah, it like trying to look around, and you see the neck craning, looking at you. The second smack just straight in the side of its temple, and just whoa, what's happening?
What happened?
Yeah, you still have a bonus action.
Yeah, but I don't have bonus actions I can use yet.
Okay, that's fair.
'Cause
Andy.
I'm not in a hybrid form, so.
Fair enough.
And I don't have Shield Master.
Okay, so yes. Let's see.
Oh, sorry. Can I just make an observation? None of you have seen Remus do that because you're all in. Well, only Romulus has seen Remus do that.
I
because
probably saved it,
everyone
yeah.
else is in darkness. Sorry.
Mhm. Which is
Good job, brother.
why I'm trying to wrap my head around what Crown would do, because it's like, this is dark, and from what he knows, there was nothing in front of him. So just blindly walking out to, just vaguely here.
Mhm.
Because some
Sorry,
twat decided to envelop himself in darkness. Not going to point fingers.
Sorry, Craren.
And so you remove the other guys from the.
Yeah, they are long gone.
Okay.
I mean,
At which
unless you have
point-
something that has a range of 120 feet.
No. More of a. At that point, it doesn't. The concentration on the fear spell isn't needed. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, you can see them. They're still running. They're just fleeing. Who was it who said flee with extra flee?
That went weird. Why did it go weird?
Magic.
Something is weird with Blight. It
Alright.
just lets me edit it instead of just. Let's see if I can just do it. If I can do that, because I can't read it on my end. It just wants me to edit it instead.
Yeah, sometimes it's
Yeah, I just want to read the description of it.
yeah, sometimes it decides to do that, and I'm not entirely sure why. There we go.
Yeah. It's like I don't mind, sort of, but at the same time it's strange.
Now you should be able to read it. Do I apologize?
Yeah, now I am able to read it. Okay, so that's a thing. That's a thing. Let's see. Would you say Crown has line of sight to this huge beast? That's still that's a cone.
Yeah, you can see it. It's kind
Yeah,
of
so-
obscured, but you can see it.
Okay, that is nice.
So a con save. That's a 5.
Hmm.
'Cause my shit rolls continue.
No, no.
At which point, how do I? Is it here? It's actually here. Nice. And then go blap.
Ooh.
That's a lot of damage.
That's actually average.
It's still a lot of damage.
It is, but 8d8.
Yeah.
It's still, I mean, it's above average, but still. So that's 40 necrotic damage.
Yeah, you hear the wyvern screech, and the top of the branches on the tree it was currently sitting on just fade and turn into this kind of weird grayish silvery ash.
This is now a dead plant.
Yes. Well, the top of it is, at least. It's dying
I'm just
rapidly.
that general area of the plant.
Yeah. And bits of the wyvern seem to be turning into this kind of grayish ash as well. You have a little bit of movement left, if you want to use it.
For the sake of argument, let's see. Crown is just going to plop,
Alright then.
because if
Yeah.
you can't be seen,
Yeah, exactly. Romulus.
Seeing that display, I think I want to try and put this wyvern out of its misery now. If it's slowly being withered away into dust, so I'm gonna shoot it with some agonizing blasts.
Alright, you do have
So-
advantage because you are being obscured.
It's true. So I rolled a 20 on that one. I don't think I need advantage on that.
I mean, you can crit fish if you want.
Yeah, why not? So this is still the first one. So...
How often does that actually work?
I'm going to need to get a list of today's crits, by the way, because I have not been
Yeah,
keeping
that's
track
fine.
today.
Do you normally do them in order?
Yeah,
Okay,
because they're going
I'll
into the
start-
blanket in order.
I'll make a note.
You cannot make
I
it up,
give you
can you?
the-
Nope,
I
the
can give you a
dice
dot.
tell a story.
actually.
Today, the dice are like, oh, we've been rolling shit for you, DM, so at least you can do the predictions.
Okay, so
you
to
know,
confirm, this is
for the
still
past weeks.
the first attack,
Yes.
So that is 11 force damage, and then the next one I'll
Oh,
add
wait. That's 2d10 plus 4 on the crit.
2d10. Okay, let me roll another d10 then. But 7.
So 18.
So that's 18 on the first one. And then let me get advantage on the second one. 23.
Yeah, 23 does hit.
Okay, and then that is an 11.
Nice. Remus, 2 blasts fly past you and slam into this wyvern, and it starts like looks around trying to find where the hell that came from. He's looking very confused. You do have some bonus action movement if you want to take it.
I do. Nah, I think I'm good for now.
All right, Oren.
Yes, me. Let's see. Aaron would like to move sort of here just to see what's going on.
All right.
Notices that there is a fucking great wyvern there. Still. and is going to fairy fire it.
All right.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. That's concentration.
Yes. Yes, it
My
is.
What will do? What will do? How bad off does this thing look?
It's looking really bad. You can see like the tops of the trees turn to the silvery ash, and bits of its scales have started, like the wyvern started to... The bits of the wyvern scales have started falling off. You can see more of that ash. You see marks of the force blasts that have been flying off in the darkness that you cast, and it's been clobbered a lot by a hammer.
He's trying to decide if it's worth trying to put it to sleep, but he doesn't think so. So he is just going to vaguely Eldritch Blast the thing,
All right.
which I believe is 2.
Yes, you get 2 beams at this level.
Did you say vaguely?
That hits.
25 to hit, doing 6 damage, and then a 14, which I doubt hits.
That hits.
That hits.
Yes.
Doing 3 damage.
All right.
And for now, he will just stand outside of the darkness and keep a close eye on the beastie. He also wishes to. No, he doesn't. That's a bonus action. No, he will. He will inspire our resident barbarian with a knock its head off.
All right. The wyvern takes those strikes and nearly topples out of the tree. It is teetering, barely keeping its balance. You can't really see it all that clearly, Oren, from where you're standing, but you can see it clearly enough that it seems to be struggling. The other 2 have left. So this wyvern is going to... it's gonna be smart enough to try that. Yes. All right. It's gonna look between the 2 of you. Look at the blob of darkness, and then it's going to bolt. Turn around and fly this way.
Come on, you're gonna. Is it going to rob us of some prime
I mean,
wyvern steaks?
Remus, you do have an opportunity attack if you want to use it.
Of course I fucking do. And I'll tell you what, seeing as though it's running away, I know I can't really do reckless, really, can I? That's just a bit unfair.
You do have bardic inspiration, but that's going to hit.
You do have bardic.
Cool. So that's 2 + 6, and because it's running away, I'll put a psychic die into it as well.
All right.
For another 4, so 12 total.
Remus, how do you want to do it?
As it
How
turns
close
to run.
was it?
It had 11.
Oh. I'm so glad I put the psychic die behind it. So basically, yeah, the weird psychic dragon head that appears on this warhammer kind of just bites into it, and yeah, it's like a purple force explosion on its back as it starts to turn and flee, and it kind of arches backwards and crashes into the ground.
Nice. You hear the thud of the large creature's body hitting the ground as it seems like the danger is over for now.
So, wyvern steaks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How good will they taste though? Because you cast blight on it. I'm not sure if that will inform the flavour very well.
I mean, from a from a game mechanic point of view, necrotic damage. Necrosis is just dying tissue, right?
I mean, you could probably cut it away and try it.
Yeah, I'm just going to say this is a huge thing. Yeah, cutting away the bad bits shouldn't be a problem. There should be stakes for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Well, it might be a good idea to get this done quickly.
Actually, do you want a proper description from this? From this is something that will actually make sense from a game point of view. Necromantic energy washes over a creature of your choice that you can see within range, draining moisture and vitality from it. Nothing more. So it's just a bit dry.
We
Insta
can make
jerky.
lemon jerky.
Yes. Yes, insta jerky.
Oren's already scrabbling over there to try and cut bits off it to turn into food.
All right. Well, the wyvern is not gonna put up any fights anymore.
How does it feel to think you were the apex predator and then be proven very, very wrong?
From what time of the day is it? Is it time to set up camp is what I'm asking.
Yeah, it's approaching evening at this point. You're about halfway up the the incline went up and then flattened out a bit to this area, and you're about halfway up into the pass.
Yeah.
And
So
it is
guys-
starting to get dark.
So guys, do you think if we put its head on a stick it'd keep the other wyverns and other predators away?
It's worth a try, I would say.
Yeah.
It's either gonna work or it's not.
I hope
Okay,
it
well,
works.
find out.
Sorry. Sorry. I'm tired. But yeah, no, Oren is just going to start trying to butcher the thing. Until he has enough meat to try and make to try and make steaks out of, I think.
Alright, give me a survival check.
Yeah, I was about that would be a survival thing because we have
Yes.
no idea how this creature works.
It takes a little bit of trial and error. A couple of what could have been stakes are wasted, but you do manage to get the rhythm right after a couple of tries, and you do manage to harvest enough meat for about 2 days, three days
Excellent.
most. You also, if you want, can take the stinger.
Ooh.
That will provide enough of the venom to coat a weapon twice.
He's going to hand that to the barbarian.
Oh, it's fine, Oren. You like to.
I do
Poison
like to
stuff.
poison things. Actually, yeah, I will take it. Thanks.
Besides, I only remembered about it being in my pack after about 3 weeks, so you're much more likely to use it.
Maybe.
How are you holding up? Like, that first
Ugh.
one really chomped on you, didn't it?
Well, from a scale of, say, 1 to 47, I feel like I'm at about a 16.
When will you learn not to move away from the party? When we're about to fight stuff?
I'll probably learn when Craren is out of resurrections or revivifies, and I do it. Because I'll be dead. Like, forever dead. Yeah.
Well,
You say that now.
What?
Cryer might kill you anyway.
I'm
might.
just saying there's more ways to keep things from not rotting away, enabling more resurrected bits later on. But yes, I hear what you're saying.
I see.
You know, much like we did with the guy, you know, that guy on
Yeah,
the cart,
yeah,
that
yeah.
one.
I get you. I get you.
Uh-huh.
Just
Oh.
don't forget about me and leave me into that rot like you did with a certain head. Smelly.
I feel you
Yeah.
judging?
Yeah. But yeah, no. I'm good. And yeah. Sorry, I nearly got chomped to death again.
But you didn't?
I didn't.
So,
let's make a
Mr.
fire.
I was about to say, are we setting up camp here for the night?
I think that is a wise idea.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a wise thing to set up camp, yes. My only question I'm having is that while it's a good thing to set up camp, do you think the other winged lizards is going to come back?
Well, we can
Maybe
take a
we
quick
move a
stretch around.
little away from the viscera.
I mean, we can just have a quick scratch around and see whether or not this is their nest or their hunting ground.
Oh. Yeah. Sorry, cat put its claw on my elbow.
Can I have since I'm already flying, can I do like a cursory circle of what could be our campground for the night as I fly around and try to establish whether or not this is where the wyverns are nesting or whether or not they just like to use this place as an ambush to attack?
Absolutely. You can give me a perception or investigation check.
Yes,
Yeah,
investigation.
17.
Oh, my
perception.
shoulder.
From your scouting around, it seems like this is a hunting grounds. They like to sit here and wait for travelers to come up to this place and ambush them. You do find a few bones in the woods, some that look bigger, probably horses or similar large beasts of burden. You do see a few smaller ones that kind of look like humanoids, scattered in various places.
Was connected to the hip
You do not see any nests here, however.
Okay. I kind of get back down onto the ground and basically say to everybody, so it looks more like that this is where they hunt. There is numerous skeletons around here. So, assuming that we've scared them off and they don't like hunting at night, we should be good to stay here tonight.
That works for me.
Wonderful.
But, like usual, we'll have to keep watch to make sure that they don't turn back up.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Seems reasonable.
Sounds reasonable to me.
All right. You set up camp and get ready for the night. Elves keeping watch, or are you changing your watch?
Are
Hey,
you
good
assuming we're
sword.
changing things now?
I'd like to ask because you might have other ideas.
Fair, I guess. But I'm going to assume business as usual.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Could each of the elves please tell me, or give me a D100 roll?
Each?
Yes, one for each watch.
You fucker.
Is that the second 29 I've rolled on a D100?
No, you were
Maybe.
earlier on.
Oh, 27. Okay. I am rolling like shit.
Welcome to the club.
I'm going to assume that numbers in this context doesn't necessarily mean good or bad.
No,
in
not
that
really. It's
sense.
just to decide what type. As you settle in for the night and you fall asleep, Remus and Romulus, you both find yourselves standing in what looks like a large forest on the edge of a cliff leading down to the ocean. There's nothing around you, and while you can see the waves breaking, there's no sound whatsoever. You can't even hear your own breath or heartbeats. It's quiet. And then you hear whoosh nearby, but there's nothing moving. And then another whooshing sound. And then in both your minds, there is this kind of almost like a clicking. And you cannot feel each other at all. It's quiet. As if something has been broken. One heartbeat, two, and then it comes back again. That familiar presence you've had since you were children is back. And both of you feel this presence. Remus, you are used to this one. Romulus, not so much. And while there's no sound, you know what the presence is saying to you. And all you hear in your minds is, "You have traded my covenant for parlor tricks. Centuries of history between myself and your blood, traded for bark and bite and hiss. Pathetic. Remember your place, or I will take it away from you." The scene fades, and you are back in your own dreamscapes. Elves.
Yeah.
83. For a brief moment, Craren, as you keep watch, you look around and you see a full moon rising on the horizon. For a brief moment, something feels odd, and then you remember Olarun is not the only moon of Eberron. There are 12 of them, and this is another one. Nothing to worry about. Not for tonight. Well, Olarun still looks full. It's fading, and will not be full again for over 50 days.
Excellent.
Yes.
Oren, as you are briefly, like right before you wake out of your trance, you see yourself suddenly back, entwined in thick jungles and clad not in the white suit you are used to, but in dark green clothing. You're running from the something towards something you don't know, and you can feel your heartbeat in your throat. And just as something is about to grab you, you hear the rolling of dice. Click, click, click. And you are shaking out of your trance.
Whoa. Hmm. That is... I think Oren will pace around and ponder for now. He's sort of looking around to make sure that there's nothing going on in the real world.
Looks calm all around you.
Yep. But he will bring this up to Craren in the morning.
All right. The night passes uneventfully on the outside. And while it is cold, the morning dawns bright. And Oren, you who have the second watch, you can feel that the weather has started turning. Even though you're in the mountains now, it feels just slightly warmer than it has. Even with like the proximity to Craren's thermal cube, it feels like the temperatures are starting to get warmer. And I think we'll leave it there for tonight.